The right to freedom of expression is one of the most fundamental human rights, and it includes the right to search for, to receive, and to distribute information and ideas of any kinds in the form of art. Now, this right has been interpreted by international courts to include the opportunity to participate in public forums, to spread cultural, political, and social information. But how easy is it to actually exercise these fundamental human rights? Today, we discuss the artists of East Africa. We investigate their plight, the legislations that favor them and those that don't, their opinions in governance, and their relationship with the East African government. My name is Wangeshi Kuremi, and this is Speak Up Africa.
My name is Revolutionary Speaker. I am a performing poet and an actor. Also write, I've been part of an anthology. I come from Kenya.
Hi, my name is Imoe Paris, and I am a Ugandan citizen and Kenyan citizen, I guess. I have dual citizenship.
My name is Greatness. I'm a poet from Kisumu. I belong to a collective called Poetic Hour.
My name is Grace Zibi. I am a mime artist, a poet, and a playwright based in Kenya.
My name is Lexus Mshairi. I am a performing poet and instrumentalist, a songwriter. Among other things, I am based in Kenya.
My name is Oyamo Richard. I'm from Kenya, born and raised. I'm a writer, poet, both performing and poetry.
Man, we are suffering. We are suffering. Why? I think, number one, the systems that are supposed to support the revenue, the revenue income channels for artists are crooked. Our royalty system is not working as it should be, and artists are basically living from hand to mouth, from one gig to the next, and of course, the rates that these guys are being paid is not enough to sustain daily bills. Yeah, we have a lot of bills to pay. Actually, the taxes here in Kenya have just been hiked. It's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. Yeah.
I think there are no well-set structures by the stakeholders and the government that should guide the artists on how to monetize and use their art impactful. It's like you're thrown in a jungle, you have to find your way out.
There are also new arts that are coming along, like mime, which are not fully embraced. People don't know what that is, they don't know how to respond to it. So that is a big obstacle as a creator, because you create this art, you take it to people, and also the audience does matter.
There are parts, depending on where you come from, you can either be marginalized in terms of your content getting out there, or depending on the privilege that you come from, your content can go farther than it's supposed to. So it makes it difficult when you're talking about social issues to get enough funding to actually push your product. Because if you're a full-time artist, it means that you need to pay rent, you need to get food and everything. But then you're not able to fund these small bills and stuff. We find these artists have to ride on trends, ride on something that will give them food eventually at the end of the day. So it becomes difficult to even talk about, let's say, social issues, activism, because now you're afraid if I talk about this thing, then I have less views, I have less people coming to my gigs, and then I have no money at the end of the month. So yes.
As an artist, you have all this talent, but then you don't really know how to put it out there. We're equipped with artistic talent, but then we have nothing entrepreneurial going on. I don't know, we can create something beautiful, but then we don't know how to put it out there. So the lifestyle of an artist is pretty much just a struggle. It's pretty much just trying to survive,
First thing is, I feel like the government is not particular about artists. They are trying, but they are not particular. It's not like something they want to grow. You understand? It's something. It's a by the way issue. Oh, we have some artists here. We can give them something. I feel like we have been sidelined, especially with performing arts, and gets worse when you're out of Nairobi. It's even worse when you're out of Nairobi.
In our festivals, in our national festivals, we see artists performing. During the COVID, there was a rollout of 100 million that was shared among artists. Yes, it's another story if it got to the right pockets, but at least we saw it.
They have recently opened a department specifically for the arts.
I think there's more advocacy, there's more inclusivity, which doesn't, I wouldn't say it's much, but just the small strides in as much as they're trying to kind of evolve the whole system, just allowing art to move from Nairobi and go into the other counties that are around Nairobi. But just the fact that arts are the best way where people can actually get to learn things and get to just resonate with topics creatively and kind of talk with audiences that are beyond demographics, just anywhere. We can talk to older people, we can talk to younger people using art. So it's just more funding. I think money is being allocated for that, but then the right structures for even the underground, the people who are in the small counties can actually get money. These projects can be something which the government is trying to do. Yeah.
I think more precise structures should be put in place. Let's say academies for artists, be it poetry, be it music. And more of festivals that recognize these artists. Yes.
It's a policy issue. If the government walks into this industry and puts in the right policies for like protection of artists, number one, their safety, number two, the revenue systems, like if I release music, if I release a video, I'm sure what I deserve in terms of revenue is what I get.
Just provide funding for creatives. I think that can go a long way. And just providing platforms where artists can actually share struggles too. So just being involved in the conversation will go a long way to improving the standard of whatever artists want to be here.
First is funding. The first thing is I would like to suggest resource centers. We don't have many centers as such, especially in this devolved government. It would be hard for you, for example, to do an event in Kisumu based on the cost of hiring venue, getting sound, getting professional gear for your events. So the first thing we need to do as a government, or I suggest, is that we invest in creating resource centers, places where artists can express themselves, can come together and can be empowered.
The African Commission on Human and People's Rights has urged African states to ensure that artists receive the protection afforded by international and national human rights legislation. States are obligated to protect, defend, and assist artists and their freedom of creation, as well as to implement measures to ensure greater artistic freedom. The artists of East Africa have spoken. It is time to act towards ensuring greater artistic freedom. This was the artist of East Africa on Speak Up Africa, where we inform, engage, and empower.